We're going to try measuring some trapezoids using the tools in the flip chart. So here's my trapezoid. It says I'm going to use the centimeter ruler and the protractor to complete the chart. And you can see down here I'm going to be measuring a couple angles. I'm finding the perimeter and the area. So since I'm looking for angles first, I'm going to Tools, Math Tools, pull out my protractor. And my first angle I'm looking for is angle ADC. And remember, if I'm looking for angle ADC, the D is in the middle, so that's where my bullseye is going. Get a D on there. My zero line already happens to be on there. My angle's coming up here. I'm going to make this a little smaller. So when it comes in, I can see exactly where my line hits right there. So I'm between 60 and 70. Looks like 61, 62, 63 degrees. I don't even have to put the degree sign because I already have the word written there for you. Angle ABC. ABC. I guess I should have also said angle ADC was acute because that definitely was why I was using the 63. Angle ABC, I can tell was going to be obtuse. So I know it's going to be more than 90 in a second. Let me get my bullseye on the B. Rotate him around. I'm going to be completely upside down. And right here's where my angle's coming. I may scoot this in just a little bit so I can see where my angle is right there. Notice I'm between 110 and 120. Between 110 and 120. I know a lot of people want to go 121, 122, 123, but we're counting up from 110. So there's 115, 116, 117 degrees. Okay, I'm through with the protractor. I'm going to close it up. Since I would need to find perimeter, I'm going to go to Tools, pull out my ruler. Here's my ruler, and I want the centimeter side, which is this one on the top that just goes 0, 1, 2, 3. It doesn't have all the eighths and sixteenths and all of that. So basically, I just need to start measuring sides. This ruler's a little bit goofy in that you don't start on the end, you start on the 0 right there. So my first side is 6 inches, or 6 centimeters, my fault. While I've got it running left and right, horizontal, I'm going to come down here and measure my bottom, which is 12. Okay. Okay. Now I want to get my ruler facing the other direction. So if you see how I got the two-way circle kind of arrow, I'm just going to go like this. I want to get it kind of parallel to that. And then when I get in the middle and I get a four-way X, now I can move it to where I want it to be. And it looks like that one is about 7. I'm just going to the closest centimeter today because it's hard to make trapezoids always come out perfect. I am going to go ahead and measure this other one just to be sure. And sometimes with the ruler, you just got to experiment a little bit. If I notice if I go like that, it's wanting to go that way. So I'm going to go with this one, and it will turn it the other way. Because I don't like to read upside down. I usually like my numbers starting at the top. And that one is also about 7 centimeters. So for perimeter, I need to add up all the sides. I've got 2 7s. 7 plus 7 is 14. 6 plus 12 is 18. I add them together, I get 32. So my perimeter is 32 centimeters. Okay. I want to find the area. I can't find the area right now just yet because I have not found the height. Because remember, height is straight up and down. So I need to get my ruler going vertically. Come over here anywhere in the middle. Could be right here. Could be over here. Just so I'm measuring straight up and down. So that's 6 centimeters. And I may even put an arrow in here to show, hey, that's 6 centimeters. I thought I was going to put an arrow. There we go. 6 centimeters. So now I'm going to close my ruler. I don't need it anymore. And I'm going to go through my formula. 1/2 times the height, which is 6, times parentheses, 12 plus 6. 12 plus 6 equals 18. So I got 18 times 6 times 1/2. I'm going to do half of 6, I think. That's 3. So now I've got 18 times 3. 8 times 3 is 24. 3 times 1 plus 2 is 5. My area is 54 square centimeters. Let me run through a different one. This one you can see is a little bit different. I'm going to do the same kind of things though. I'm going to grab my tools, get my protractor to start with. Math Tools protractor. I'm doing angle KLM. So I just kind of trace it with my finger. KLM, KLM. That's going to be an acute angle. So I know it's going to be less than 90. Get my bullseye on there. I'm already lined up on the 0, and so I'm using the smaller numbers because it's less than 90. I'm between 60 and 70, and it's 1 past the 65. That would make it 66 degrees. My other angle is MJK. Here's MJK. MJK. I think some people probably already know what it's going to be. You should be able to tell that that's a right angle, and it's 90 degrees. If we want to put it on there just to be sure, putting it on the J, rotate around. He's being a little picky. I may have my bullseye off by just a hair. There we go. Sometimes that happens. And it is right on the 90 degrees. Alright, close up my protractor and pull out my ruler. Tools, Math Tools ruler. And I'm starting up here at the top. 7 centimeters. While I've got it horizontal, I'm going to come down and measure the bottom, which is 11 centimeters. Grab my ruler, bring it back up. Let's do a tilt. I'm going to go all the way this way. And then bring it down. So I got my 0 at the bottom. That one looks like 9. Said I always like to roll mine the other way. And it takes just a little bit of playing until you get used to how the ruler is going to work. Get on my 0, and that one looks like right at 10. Okay. Let's get the ruler out of my way so I can do some work in here. Perimeter, I just need to add up all of the sides. I've got 10 plus 9, that's 19. 7 plus 11 is 18. Add those together, I get 37. Try my formula out. Area of trapezoid equals 1/2 height times base 1 plus base 2. I don't have to measure the height on this one because if I come back over here and do this straight up and down, it should be the same measurement I got over here. Because if I have a straight edge on one side, that's already my height. So let's close the ruler up, get him out of the way. 1/2 times the height, which is 9, times base 1 is 11, plus base 2 is 7. Add my 11 plus 7, that's 18. 18 times 9 times 1/2. I'm going to have to do half of 18 because that's an even one. That will give me 9. So then I got 9 times 9. And that's going to equal 81 square centimeters.